Hello everyone, this is Underturon, and I am here with the second Reddit Open tournament. So this tournament ran on the R Wargame subreddit last month in July, and yeah, so I finally managed to wrangle up all the replays for that. Thanks to Capion, who ran the tournament. He provided all the replays for me to peruse. And yeah. Anyway, so this is game one of the first round. In this battle on the blue team, we have Capion with a Eurocore general deck. And on the red team, we have Entech with an Entente general deck, I believe. Or is it just straight Yugoslavia? Well, as you see, this is off to a great start for coverage. Should be fairly quick to surmise if it's a Yugo or Entente. Yeah, it's Entente. Alright, let's see what we got here. Starting with blue, because as you all know, blue is best. If you don't know, blue is my favorite color. But aside from that, Marta 1A3 with Deccan's group. That's an unusual combination. Got 5 frontal armor, 3 side, and then 2 on back on top. It's not a bad unit. And the Milan F2 is, well, it's there. It's not a horrible ATGM. It's just slow, which combined with its already mediocre accuracy does not lend itself to a great combination. So then we got VABT 20 with hardened infantry in it. I'm gonna guess that that's a Legion 90, and a Black Panzer Gepard, 45 points. It's not bad. I'm not overly fond of it just because it has no stabilizers, but that's just, my personal opinion on it. I know a lot of people love them just because they are cheap. Cheap way of getting 2.8 kilometer anti-helicopter. Gazelle cannon. Have a Panther with the Milan F3 presumably. Updated by the looks of it. Or is it a down... I don't know. I'm guessing it's Milan F3. Aside from that, let's see. You got Iltis. Is it 2 command star? Yes, it is. MX-10 RC. And 2 SBs, so yeah, those guys are fun. Maybe a little underpriced in the case of the MX-10 RC. And that looks like it to be Commando Para in the VABT 20. Got Roland 3, that's the German one. Yep. Got a Leclerc Super Heavy. M113 A1G, that's probably Panzer Grenadier 90. Could be 75 though. Or I guess it could be upfitted Jaeger. And he is starting with an FOB. So it looks like he's going to maybe doing a supply-intensive style of playing. As for Entech, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Looks like Capion is going fairly hard into golf. Be curious to see where the Marta 1A3s go, because they could be potentially useful in golf just because it's ATGM over open ground, but who knows. As for Entech, let's see, got Hydra 2, that looks to be Granada Mets in there. Got the Gazella, that has the command team in it. So it looks like both players are doing 2 command starts. Have M60Ps, that looks to be Proletary in there, could be 75 or 90. Strap 2 for air defense, it's okay. The gun isn't great for the price, but the Eglas are okay. So if it can actually potentially mess up any... If helicopters and airplanes that get in range, it will tend to get messed up, but the gun has no stabilizer, which some people say it's not a big deal. I tend to like having stabilizers, so mileage may vary. Let's see, M91A for the Super Heavy, supported by the M84AN for Recon. More Proletary, or it could be upvetted Mayo Savannah, the line infantry. Another strap 2, more Granada Mets, and more whoever's in the 60Ps. And over here we have an M84A, which is 95 points. And Seska. Just, if you don't know, the M84A and the AN have the exact same stats. The only difference between them is AN is a recon unit, so it has better stealth and optics. Gun and armor is all the same. Alright, and an FOB start, so looks like Entech is going... Looks like he's going to be concentrating in golf as well. Alright, so with both players seemingly going mostly into golf, this could turn to be an interesting battle. Or maybe not, it could just become an absolute stalemate. Yeah. The Gazelle Cannon from Capion is definitely going to give him a bit of an early advantage just because he's going to see things sooner. Is that a command BRDM2? That's an odd choice. The one armor command vehicles typically aren't very good. Oh, and then this drop takes apart the Gazelle. So yeah, the M91A and the M84AN are heading to the corner of golf. Oh, yep, Milan F3 updated along with Commando Para, taking position in the buildings there. Oh, and the shop goes down. Oh, but the AN and the 91A are taking apart the AMX-10 RCs. However, the 10 RCs did catch out the infantry that Entech is sending into golf, or some of them at least. The groundaments got pretty messed up, and so did the how's it pronounced? The Monarica Pace, which is, kind of forget these guys exist every now and then. They're shock infantry. Oh, Peace Rhine takes out the AN. And it is upvetted Jaeger in the M113s. Oh, Leclerc, goes down to a close range shot from the VR. So that means it's just the M91A in the fight. Oh, the 10RC and SB are going to try and close the range on it. Oh, M84A took a big hit from the Milan F3. Problem is, those AMX-10s don't have stabilizers, so the VR is going to get the first shot off. Oh, the 10RC gets a hit on it, and the Peace Rhine finishes it off. But the RC did go down in the process, so it's just the SB in there. And so yeah, the Monarica passed their shock infantry. I do believe they're just regular shock infantry. They're not light or anything. And they have the LRAC F1 instead of the M72 or the what's the other one that they have? The M90 Strelsin or whatever. Looks like you got Excel cannons and other recon units going out to the flank from Capion. Entech doesn't really have much for flank security at the moment. Oh, Jaeger got shot out of their transport by the M84A by the looks of it. Oh, Peace Rhine's coming out. Oh, it's probably going for the M84M, but it no longer has a line of sight. Oh, but the Sneska's getting aggressive and pushing up on the Jaeger, who are currently on the open, and yep, they go down. Capion will be in trouble if Entech pushes into Alpha, just because he just doesn't have a lot to stop it. Oh, and Command BRDM2 coming out for Foxtrot from Entech. Looks like he wants to get that +1 ticking. Also looks like Entech is sending out some Vidra 2s. Looks probably the Conqueror Zem in there. Capion's actually sending a fair bit. He has a Gazelle cannon and an AMX-10 RC out on the top part of the map, and it looks like he's also sending out some Commando Para as well. Okay, so the Kolos is repairing the infantry who got shot up. Entech is lucky that none of the infantry went down, that they only just got injured. Or they took losses, but they didn't get wiped out. A lot of smoke coming out. I guess he's going to try and move up the AMX-10 or AMX-1390. I'm not sure. Oh, he also got some more Legion coming out as well. Yeah, he's just throwing out smoke from his mortar they just left in base. Fair enough. Oh, AMX-10 RC is moving up, but it's going to get wrecked at close range by basically anything here. Yep, Strop sees it. And yeah, now it's just going to get wrecked. Oh, Peace Rain's probably not going to be fast enough. Yep. Oh, it's probably going to take some hits from the Strop too as well. Oh, gets left on 1 HP. And then Tech is taking up +1. He's at 30 conquest points to 0. Oh, it looks like the Monarcha pace pushed up. The Gromets got pretty messed up. One of them went down. The other one got left on 1 man. And both Deckens group went down. Oh, the Martyr 183s did not engage. And there it looks like they're pulling back. And it looks like there's a bunch of Jaeger coming out. Oh, did the Strop 2 go down? Yes, it did. Oh, yeah, AMX-10 probably got it. RC's moving in. Oh, Legion are pushing him. They're getting engaged with this Nesca, though. I don't think Capion can see it. Nope. Yeah, his Commando pair and AMX-10 RCs don't have any line of sight onto it. Oh, Peace Train maybe has line of sight? No. Nope, it gets the Vidra. Oh, takes a big hit from the L19. Oh, Sneska goes down to the, looks like, yeah, the AMX-10 RC got it. Oh, looks like Capion is calling on an Iltis 4 Alpha to get that rid of that +1 tick that N-Tech is at. Alright, got some Proletariat. There appears to be in the BVP M96s. Oh, Proletariat going to engage the VABs first. Oh, but they miss their first shot, but they get it with their... Oh, nope, they did get it with the first shot. Now the Legion are engaging, and Legion have, thanks to having the Mini-Me, have considerably more anti-infantry power. Oh, and the BVP wrecks the AMX-10. Oh, Legion missed their shot on the BVP and then go down. Proletariat got pretty shot up, but the Legion are panicked, so it looks like they're going to hang back for the time being. And it also looks like, oh, we got some Pracha coming in. Typically I don't see these guys being deployed outside the opener just because they're just not... They just have such a low ammunition, 2 missiles, so if they miss one, they could be in trouble. Well, it looks like the Proletariat and the Vidra are going to try and engage Legion simultaneously, which, providing that it's micro properly, should work. Yep, Vidra is just taking apart those Legion. Oh, and they miss their shot with the Eric's, and they're probably going to go down now. Oh, Base Leopard 2 coming out. Don't see these guys very often. They're not bad. Guns maybe a little bit anemic, but they're well balanced. You know, they have, you know, well balanced AP and armor. Some people say that's better to have more armor, but you know, for an 80-point tank, you can't ask too much. I say the only downside is that they have poor optics instead of medium. Looks like the MX-10 RC's popped something else. Looks like it's just another Sneska. I hope Metacolos is repairing the Proletariat. Oh, mortar's firing. Is it firing smoke or is it trying to HE the forest? Nope, M84A is also being repaired. Oh, Legion get dropped off way over there. Alright, got a lot of Jaeger holding on the forest in Bravo from Capion, and looks like Monarica coming out from N-Tech. Like, what is this Paddle Branchy 90 holding, defending to CV and Charlie? Great use of the unit. Oh, nice little line of Pragas coming out from Entech. Looks like he doesn't want anything sneaking into his spawn zone. Oh, Commando pairs are moving up. Oh, VAB went down. Leopard 2 took a big hit. Legion got caught out. Leopard 2 just doesn't have line of sight, I guess. Oh, Martyr 183 is with Deccan's Grupa. What are these guys gonna try and do? They have better armors than the M96s, but their autocannon's not as good. And they go down to Malyuka fire. The upgraded ones. Oh, Leopard 2's closing again. Oh, and it goes down without getting a shot off. It's just HE coming down there. Was he trying to smoke or something? And he just misclicked. That thing drawing directly from the F. Oh, there's two of them now. The number 2, Deccan's group are just going to be out there without any support. In fact, they just stopped there right outside cover. L19 circling on Cap. Oh, Deccan's group, yep, they're spotted, and now they're going to go down. Oh, and looks like the Milan lost line of sight on the M84A, right as it detracts. Oh, Commando pair is outnumbered. Panthers closing in. Oh, there's no AA there. The only thing there is the Paracha, but that's too far back to engage the Panther. However, all the smoke is definitely going to be blocking the Panther's line of sight. Yeah, Deccan's group would go down without achieving anything. Group to command is walking into the buildings in Gulf. Though the Proletariat are on a collision course with them, and a Milan F3 team is not a lot to defend with. Once Capion gets them into the buildings, yeah, it's going to even +1. Right now the scores are 71-0 for Entech. Yeah, the Proletariat 90. Oh, they're being spotted by the Leopard 2. Ooh, get hit. Weapons are turned off on the group to command so they don't reveal themselves. Oh, and the Panther takes him out, and the other group of Proletariats are running for it. And it looks like Capion's going to run his group to command to the bottom line of trees to keep him hidden. Oh, it looks like there's mortar fire coming down on the Milan team to get rid of it. Which mortar is it? The Pram? Yes, it is. Capion's just burning through that mortar ammunition. He does have him parked basically right next to his FOB, so he can resupply him pretty easily. Oh, Leopard 2 is... Okay, it's the Fuchs taking fire. Leopard 2 has no eyes on him, and goes down to a side shot from the Malyutka 2Ts. Oh, those Commando pair need to unload, otherwise they're going to go down in their transport. Nothing really happening in Bravo. Nope. Mi-35 engaging the MX-10RCs. It's taking autocannon fire. It's doing a decent bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Or, that's enough to make it withdraw. Oh, Peace Ryan's moving in to try and snipe it. Oh, and it gets it, but the L19 takes it out. Oh, but it almost crashes into the Prakta. Oh, Jaeger are engaging. They're moving in. M113. Oh, those things are just going to chewed apart. Same with the Martyr 183s. And then, yeah, the ground nanomets are just taking apart the Jaeger thanks to this how stupid grenade launchers still are. Oh, MiG-29's coming out as well. I'm guessing it's going to bomb in here. And no air defense to stop it. In fact, the only anti-air units that Capion has are a pair of Flak Gepard, Flak Panzer Gepards. Ooh, SU-7B. Literally the worst seed plane in the game on account of the fact it has 1 missile. And yeah, 20% ECM. It's really not that effective. Yeah, I'm like, okay, he's calling out in round 3 because he must have lost one he had earlier. Was it to an SU-7B? But then I just didn't pay attention. Yeah, I could have sworn Capion had in rolling 3. For how much attention I pay. Or could it have been over here and got taken out? Who knows? I'm surprised that Capion has tried putting any recon into the bottom part of Gulf here where the MX-10 RC is. Well, the MiG-29 did succeed in getting rid of the Milan team, for what it's worth. You don't get a lot of those, and Capion did upvet his, who means he probably only has like 4 or 5 of them, I think. Oh, and Capion has called out an M270 LRM. It's a fairly popular one. It's got, it's good for saturating an area with high explosives before attacking. MiG-29 is bombing again. It looks like it's bombing in here. Or did it? No, it looks like it just evac'd without doing anything. And SU-7 almost gets the Roland. However, Capion is still ticking at +1. He's at 50 conquest points to 71. So if he can maintain that tick, he should be fine. But okay, MiG-29 bombed the Jaeger in there. There we go. I can pay attention. And Capion has turned off his Roland 3. Presumably because he doesn't want to lose it to an anti-radiation missile. Mankati's moving, yeah. Capion just doesn't have anything to defend Gulf with. Oh, and the Proletariat 90 take out the Mankati. Yeah, that's probably just right on the very edge of their range. Ooh, but the Panther expends its remaining ammunition to put the hurt on them. They have 6 men left. Oh, Fuchs rolling in. I think that's Jaeger in them. And yeah, they're just going to get caught out in the open. Oh, there is smoke coming down, but it won't be enough to save them. Oh, the RCSB did move up to provide some covering fire. Wait, so he has Jaeger in the Fuchs and in the M113. Why? Why would you do that? Like, Fuchs, I guess, makes sense because, it's fast, fast wheels. But, I don't know, Jaeger just, they're not horrible, but they're just, at 15 points, they're just not great. Notice Proletariat all over this town. Ooh, T-55AH coming out. Don't see those too often. Not a bad little tank. And what is this? PAH-2 Tiger. Guess it's going to try and do some sneaky stuff? I'm not sure. It doesn't really have the ordnance to do anything by itself. Oh, MX-10RC. Looks like it took a hit from the T-55AH, maybe. It's panicked and it goes down. Oh, Panther resupplied and is back on the field. The HS-30 mortar carriers are out of ammunition, even though they're right next to a FOB, so he needs to move them over a little bit. Yeah, it's just... Looks like Capion's trying to do a German-centric deck composition for Eurocorps, which, at least for his infantry tab, which is just not working for him, I'm thinking. Like, maybe what he should do is, get some Decans group in the Marder 1A3s and plant them over in here. Oh, Padobranchi, you're moving over to the forest there. So yeah, he's... The group to command are out of friends and are surrounded by people who aren't friendly. MiG-29's out again. Roland 3's turned on. Oh, turned on. SU-7's gonna put the hurt on it, probably. Yeah, misses both shots. And it goes down. Another PH-2 Tiger coming out. Tiger has its HOTS turned off, so it's not going to be able to defend itself from the Pragas as it flies over him. And it goes down. It's just a waste of a unit from Capion. Pair of AMX-10 RC SBs there, but he doesn't have any recon. Like, the AMX-10 RC SB is not bad, but you really need to pair it with the recon RC to get the most out of it. Capion's still taking at +1 though. He's at 105 conquest points to 71 though. Yeah, it looks like an TAB 71's going to find them. And Intech is calling out a command BRDM for Bravo to get rid of that +1. And then, not much long after that, I could probably call it a CV for Golf as well. Or even try pushing into Alpha. Zilkan and Tiger going for a drive, but it's probably not going to work out for him. They're probably not spotted, or the Gazelle's probably spotted. Tiger's still stealth because, you know, medium stealth. It has its HOTS turned off once again. Yeah, a bunch of Pragas coming out. HOTS are still turned off. L19's probably going to try going for it. It's going for the Gazelle. Oh, Mirage trades with the L19. Oh, PH2 Tiger. Does it get the hit? It misses its hit on the BRDM2. And now the MiG-29's coming for it. Gets one hit and gets it with the second missile. Once again, that's just an odd play from Capion. It's a little unlucky that he missed the missile on the BRDM2, but still, it's just such a weird play. Yeah, he has barely any presence left in Bravo. Won't take much for Entech to just push right through him. Oh, 4 stack of Deccan's Grupa and the Marder 1A3s. That should be interesting. Okay, Powder Bencher are going to finish off the AMX, or the Command Infantry. So let's put the scores at 0-0. More Deccan's Grupa. It's just... Oh, Pracha misses first missile and gets to kill the second. Looks like the Speciali Jednotki 90 finished off the commando pair there up here. Gazelle Cannon's still there, but it's not on top of a forest, it's just hovering behind, so it has basically no line of sight whatsoever. Oh, 10 RC's pop a transport. Intech has Cap Bravo, so now he's taking up +1. Scores are 132 to 74. Oh, LRM is firing. I'm not sure where it's firing to. Is he trying to snipe the CV somewhere, or... Yeah, looks like he is trying to CV snipe. Looks like he's getting desperate. Looks like he has the general ballpark by the looks of it. Oh, Neva M1T. Yeah, that's the non-radar version. Well balanced. Okay, yep. Jaeger are getting pushed by Monarica and the Granatomet. Marder 1A3s won't be able to last long against the LRAC on the F1. Yeah, the LRAC F1. Has 19 AP power, which, yeah, will one-shot 5 AV. Though there's a 4 stack of Deccan's Grupa coming in and a 4 stack of Jaeger. It's just odd having Jaeger in the M113s and in the Fuchs. Like, it'd make more sense to maybe, you know, sure, you want Jaeger for your cheap spammy infantry, quote-unquote. Except they cost, you know, to bring him out in a Fuchs, that's 25 points. It's 20 to bring him out in the M113. But he should have, like, Panzergrenadier, like Panzergrenadier 90 or something, or it's even 75. It's just weird. Like, if you want to... Like, honestly, if you're going to bring... this is just my opinion, but in Eurocorps, there's really no point in bringing Jaeger. You're better off bringing... this MiG-29's bomb. You're better off bringing Chester 85. They're 13 points. They come in... You know, they have better transport options, basically. And Yeah, they have better transports. And sure, they're not as killy against infantry, but they have a better AT weapon. You know, the LRK F1, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's just a slightly better Carl Gustav M2. Which, once again, not an amazing anti-tank weapon, but it's not horrible either. Oh my, these guys are just piling right on into Bravo and are just going to get massacred on the way in, most likely. Yeah. He's not even unloading. Okay, now he's unloading them. Or unloaded most of them. Oh, Leopard 2 is moving in. That's probably going to put the hurt on the Monarika before it gets gibbed by them. Oh, T-55 Age is going to put their hurt onto these guys as well. Their attack moving by the looks of it. They don't have the range to engage the Vidra, which is pretty shot up. Oh, the Monarika are getting pretty shot up, though. Ooh, good hit from the Pram. That just stuns all these guys. And MiG-29, yep. That's going to probably wipe out most of these guys. Oh, it's actually landing up here. Gets the infantry there. Leopard 2 still in the fight, though. Oh, Mi-35 is running once. Yeah, no air defense. Like, where's the Crotal? Why would you run Eurocorps General without a Crotal? And yeah, Mi-35 is just putting the hurt onto that Leopard 2. Leopard 1A3 is going to get yeah, I mean, the Marder 1A3 gets taken up by the Monarika. Richa, how that's pronounced. More Jaeger moving in. Yeah, it's just so odd. Like I don't know. I don't typically make deck criticism like this, but it just seems like Capion has a very, I could say poorly composed, just a very differently composed Eurocorps deck that seems to be lacking a lot of its core units. I'd have to break up the deck code and see what exactly he's running, but it just seems very odd. Yeah. F4F is out. Looks like it's going to be flying Cap. 2 M270s. Yeah, it's 240 points on MLRS. VIBs are just sitting there. They need to unload their Legion 90, otherwise they're going to get... Yeah, there we go. Otherwise they're going to get popped. Oh, Jaeger miss all their shots on the Vidra. Proletariat on the open. MiG-29 is there. FRF is intercepting. Oop, gets his first hit. And does it get the kill? Yes, it does. Expended most of its missiles to do so. Oh, Ney was engaging it. Does it gets a one hit on it, and it makes it out. Jaeger are pretty messed up. The MiG-29 did get shot down without it dropping its bombs, but not a lot of consolation for the guys on the ground who are getting shot to hell. And Intech has Cap Golf, so now he's taking at +2. Scores are 132 to 192. It just doesn't have anything protecting it directly. Once those Proletariat take up the Jaeger, they can just walk through the forest to it. Oh, another Neo M1T coming out. Between, yeah, having those two and that with that kind of spacing. And I guess along with the Pacha, which can provide some anti-plane capability, not a lot though. But yeah, that's just going to be basically an instant, enter here and die zone for airplanes. Is that Gazelle still behind the trees? Yes, it is. Oh, both M270s are aiming. Are they going for a target, or are they going to try and snipe CVs again? Most likely without much success. Looks like he's going for the CV snipe. He's got the right ballpark. Oh yeah, and he actually does get it with a direct hit. Let's read on this, like 30 seconds. It doesn't say, it just gives you rate of fire. Some things give you reload. I think this one has, yeah. Air defense units give you reload, but it takes a while for those guys to reload. And he didn't even immediately cue them to go to the FOB after firing. Dagger. Oh, they're about to take out the Monarika. Monarika. I can never pronounce that properly. Oh, Legion, get the T-55AH. Since the CV and Bravo did go down, and Tech is reduced to +1, but yeah, it's 235 to 132. Oh. He has a fresh... Like, why isn't he resupplying the mortar carriers? He has 2 of them sitting there. He called it a 3rd one. Like, he has an FOB right there. Like, did he forget it exists or something? Like, I've done that before. I've forgotten I have an FOB. Oh, F4F is going after the L19. And it goes down. L19 took it. Oh, L19 actually took a couple of hits. And this is where the problem with the F4F comes in, the KWS. 4 plus 5 HE means it can't get a 2-hit kill. You know, it can't get the SRAM, MRAM hit, double tap. Which means, yeah, very often the planes engaged are left with, you know, 1 HE or 1 HP. Tiger Hap coming out. That's the, yeah, it's the air defense version. That's curious. It does have a lot of rockets as well, but it's a weird choice. Four stack of Jaeger. Oh my god, I didn't even split them up. Yeah, the problem with 4 stacks is that, especially in buildings, is that only 3 infantry units can shoot at once from a building block. So having the 4th unit there is basically a waste. And then it looks like there's some Speciali sneaking around from N-Tech. More Jaeger and looks like more Legion 90. I'm just trying to figure out Capion's infantry tab. So he has Legion 90 in the VAB, Jaeger in the Fuchs, Jaeger in the M113s. So that's 3. He has the Deccan's Grupa. That's 4. And Milan F3. So yeah. Just a weird deck composition. Oh, and he's calling out another Tiger Hap. Okay, is he going to try and like bum rush them down in the Foxtrot where they'll get... No, Pracha only has, you know, 2 missiles, so unless he gets a critical hit on both, it won't be able to kill him. Oh, VABs are just throwing them away. Legion are engaging. Some mortar aiming at least. LRMs did resupply at least. What else we got? It looks like there's some more Pragas coming here. Oh, is that Hap being spotted? That one's spotted, and he probably spotted the other one moving there too, so he probably knows something's up. Yeah, there's Pragas coming in. And since those are Haps instead of the Hads, they don't have any HOTS, so they won't be able to really deal with vehicles very well. Yeah, and BRDM2 commands relocating. He also put another one into Bravo, so he's at +1 right now just because he's moving that one, but once that one settles down, it will be back to +2. And Capion put his... okay, must have accidentally put him back in the M113. M270s are aiming again. Hap took out the Gazelle that I was watching up there, but there's a Pracha there, and there's another Pracha there. A lot of Pragas. It's... yeah, he just... I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to achieve with this. Also, apparently my computer likes the... Yep, gets stunned by the Praga. Pracha is putting the hurt on it, and it goes down. M270 is firing again. And it looks like he guessed the wrong spots for where the CV is in Echo. He did get a Pracha at least. Or not Pracha, a Praga. Oh, Speciani have been spotted moving across the bridge. I'm surprised that Capion never put anything down here to watch the flank. He just has a Gazelle floating there. Yeah, there you go. N-Tech has the +2 going again. 2 stack of Canons. That's interesting. Tornado IDS is out. What is he going to try and do with that? That's probably spotted. Yep. The L19 is probably still being repaired because it did take a lot of damage. And my computer decided wants to look at the F4F. And my 17 sneaking in, however, yeah, if Flak Panzer get part at base, should be able to put the hurt on it pretty well. If the game will stop zooming in on that damn F4F. Oh, Tornado IDS got shot down. Did it get its bombs away? Yes, it did, and in the wrong spot. Yeah, Capion's just expending a lot of energy attempting to snipe CVs and not actually play the game. Then again, it's hard to play a game against, a very meta deck like Entente when you're not using a on-meta, quote-unquote, version of Eurocore. Because, yeah, no Crotal, no Panzergrenadier. Using Jaeger instead of Chasseur, to each their own, but it gets to a point where, some units just aren't the greatest choices. And, you do handicap yourself by taking them. And perfectly fine if you want to take them that way. Like, I spoiler alert, I handicapped myself in this tournament, just based on, the deck that I used. Oh, FRF is evac bingo, but the L19's screaming in after it. Oh, gets one hit. Oh, but it makes it out. Wait. Yeah, L19 uses the Micah EM, which has magical 5% more accuracy than all the other comparable AMRAAMs. And Capion surrenders. Alright, so Entech was victorious with 388 conquest points to Capion's 132. Capion had 1,895 kills to Entech's 3,315. How do I want to characterize this battle? Yeah, it's just the opener. Like in the opening, it looked like it was going well for Capion. Is just a little bit of bad luck and some just poor micromanagement on his end just cost him his position in Gulf. That and some he just didn't reinforce his position there very well, so his reinforcements got caught out in the open by Entech's units, which meant that he just didn't support him. Just did not support himself in Gulf very well. Part of it was luck, part of it was just bad micromanagement. Or unit management, whatever you want to call it. Aside from that, there's just... I keep harping on about this, but yeah, Capion looked like he made some odd choice in his deck composition. Namely, where's the damn Crotal? It's a great unit. Has its shortcomings, but it's great. You should use it. And no Panzergrenadier. And no Chasseur, whatever. Really, Chasseur 85 versus Jaeger. It's personal preference, really. Aside from that, he also expended a lot of points and energy and time trying to snipe Entech CVs, which just didn't work out for him. So he just wasted a bunch of points doing that. Like those M270s, he had two of them. That could have been, massive, that could have been a massive boon to him for attacking into Bravo. Could have fired them into the units there and then pushed in while they're all stunned and injured from, the 227mm rockets hitting him. But instead, he fired them, at where he thought the CVs were, and he got lucky once with them, and that's it. So when he actually needed the M270s, they weren't available. And he also had 3 mortar carriers, all of them right next to an FOB, but he never bothered to resupply his mortars. I know it's generally seen as very supply inefficient to resupply mortars, depending on who you ask. It's better just call another mortar carrier instead of getting a supply truck for them. But when they're right next to your FOB, especially in a 1v1, typically you don't go through an FOB in a 1v1 unless you're really, doing something really, helo heavy or artillery heavy, which I guess Capion was doing. But What is this odd? This is very odd. That's really the best way to put it. It's just odd. But yeah. That's one way to open up a tournament. And yeah, I'm Xander Chiron, and this was Game 1 of the second Reddit Open Tournament. You guys have a lovely day.